I don't know if you heard, but they closed the Strait of Hormuz. Do you know that? Okay, the Strait of Hormuz is still closed for business, but the White House says we're close to a deal. Where have I heard that before? The details of this supposed deal are still very much in flux, as in, what the flux are we doing over there? According to sources familiar with it, it would include a moratorium on uranium enrichment for a period of longer than 10 years, which would be only 5 years shorter than the 15-year deal Obama made that Trump called the worst deal in history. And now he's going to top it by making an even worst deal in history. It's called The Art of the Deal, folks. You should read the book. To keep the pressure on, he made another threat today. He said if they don't agree, the bombing starts, and it will be sadly at a much higher level and intensity than it was before. Thank you for your attention to this matter. His list of threats is now longer than Kash Patel's bar tab. I wonder which will open first, the Strait of Hormuz or his ballroom, but this is how he does it. For him, a negotiation, it's like sex. He's bad at it. It mostly consists of flailing around, and he can only do it for a short amount of time before he starts yelling that he's finished. Meanwhile, the price of gas is up 52% since he started this mess. California has the most expensive gas in the country, which is a concern because most of our gas pumps only go up to $9.99. They might have to start pricing gas by the cup if this continues. Don't worry, though. According to Trump's money muppet, Kevin Hassett, the fact that everything costs more means things are going great.
The consumer is really firing on all cylinders, just like the corporate sector you're seeing in the earnings reports. And they're doing that because they have so much more money in their pockets. In fact, I had the head of one of the big 5 banks in my office yesterday going through the credit card data. And just as Secretary Bessent said, credit card spending is through the roof. They're spending more on gasoline, but they're spending more on everything else, too.
I feel like that isn't quite the flex Kevin thinks it is. And with all this going on, poor Marco Rubio tomorrow has to go to the Vatican to make nice with the Pope. Marco Rubio plans to sit down with Pope Leo to discuss the attacks from our president, the war on Iran, and on a personal level, why God didn't answer his prayers for smaller ears. According to the U.S. ambassador to the Vatican, Rubio expects to have a frank meeting with the Pope. Yeah, I'm sure. This is a guy who wore a pair of giant shoes because they were a gift from Trump, and he was afraid to insult him by not wearing them, but also too embarrassed to admit he wears a size 7 and exchange them. This is the guy who's going to confront the Pope. So Trump sent Rubio with a list of things to do. He's hoping to get the Pope down to 5 commandments.